So I'm encouraging everyone to attend the Chicago Convention. As I mentioned before, this convention has everything to be the best. They have a very dynamic team who have been working very hard, and they are putting all the pieces together to make sure that we have the best experience from September 2 to September 4. So I really encourage everyone, no matter the state where you are from, you can register to attend the convention. All the information are on the website. We have our ABC website. You don't need to be member of Ep.14 Bamileke Association to come to the convention. You can register independently through our website, pay your $200 or any package you feel comfortable paying for, and attend the convention. We are really forecasting to have like 4,000 people this year, and we hope everybody is not going to withdraw, or anybody is not going to doubt the quality of the convention this year. And we are really promising to have all your expectations to be fulfilled. So come, don't stay back. Come as previous years, publicize to the symposium, don't just publicize the other events. Please put a focus this year on the symposium and really show the world what ABC is all about.
OK. Bonjour, bonsoir, bon après-midi à tout le monde, dépendamment de où vous vous trouvez. Certains, c'est la nuit, certains, c'est ça le matin, dépendamment de l'heure à laquelle vous trouvez, vous allez suivre ce podcast. Comme vous le constatez, déjà, bienvenue sur une autre livraison de Noufele podcast. Comme vous le constatez aujourd'hui, nous avons un podcast culturel, essentiellement dédié à la culture. Et j'ai l'opportunité, j'ai le plaisir d'avoir un podcast ce soir avec deux membres du board de All Bamileke Convention. C'est un podcast qui est dédié à la culture, qui est dédié à nos traditions, à nos valeurs. Et on va exclusivement parler de la All Bamileke Convention, qui est une association qui réunit presque tous les Bamileke du Nord américain. Et on a l'opportunité que cette convention sera à Chicago cette année, en 2026. Et nous enregistrons cette podcast en avril 2026 et la convention aura lieu en septembre 2026. Et comme je le disais tantôt, j'ai l'opportunité d'avoir deux membres du board. Ils auront l'occasion de se présenter et on va discuter de ce que c'est que ABC, de son histoire, de pourquoi ça a été créé, de sa mission. Et on va ensuite terminer avec la convention en elle-même. Donc, déjà, Mr. Takor, Ashu, and then Dr. Sorelle, thank you very much for accepting my invitation to come to the podcast to talk about ABC. We're going to get started, and then we're going to take just a couple of minutes for you guys to introduce yourself. And then after that, we will talk about ABC at a high level to kind of educate our audience about ABC. So Dr. Sorelle, do you want to go first, and then takes just a couple of minutes to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you very much. I am Dr. Sorelle Siewe. I am a member of the Famille Bamileke de Minnesota. That is my association. And I'm also a member of the board of director of ABC. My role in that board is the protocol director.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. What about you, Mr. Takor?
Greetings to everyone. I may not call time because we're all at different time zones. I am a member of Arizona Bamileke Association called BNAM Arizona. I'm a father, family man based in Arizona. And We look forward to welcoming everybody come September.
Exactly. I have a kind of like a quick question for you, Mr. Takor. I see your name is Mr. Ashu Takor. That doesn't look like a Bamileke name. Can you explain a little bit how you're connected to the organization? Since you have a southwest or northwest region of Cameroon names.
Okay. Thank you for that catch. What a good one for the start of this interview. Oh, ABC is an all community organization, and their internal rules are very clear. Once you are a legal member to any association, by marriage or birth, you are one of them, right up to the local chapters, associations, and so on. So I am married to a Bamileke woman, my beautiful wife, from Banja precisely, in the dans le département de Bafang, the Onkam, pas Bafang.
The Onkam, yeah.
So that's how I got the connection. Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good point to mention because, ABC is very inclusive. Like you said, based on the internal regulation, if you a member of any, association, you're part of the convention. So is that the same thing for you, Dr. Sorelle, or you Bamileke yourself?
I'm 100% Bamileke.
That's good. I mean, we should be proud to be Bamileke,
Yes.
Based on our outfit here, is a privilege, an honor to be called Bamileke. So, yeah. Okay. So, let's take the first couple minutes of this conversation to kind of educate our audience about, ABC, All Bamileke Convention. Let's say for someone who just who's watching this, episode and which is hearing about ABC for the first time. So what's ABC? Can you guys take a couple minutes to kind of like explain what's ABC to the audience? Dr. Sorelle, you can go first, and then Mr. Takor can pick up after you.
Okay, so ABC is the abbreviation of All Bamileke Convention. And the All Bamileke Convention was created by our initiator, who is called Dr. Eric Njongwe. So in 2018, he took the initiative to call on the president of various associations across the United States to build together this movement. So the convention, the very first one was held in Atlanta in 2019. So talking about the purpose of ABC is to put together all the Bamileke Association of the United States. Because, in United States, there's various associations in various states, but these associations used to function like independently. So the idea behind ABC was to bring these associations together annually. That is why first convention was held, and it successfully brought some associations. But as ABC is growing, so many associations have had the opportunity to join the movement. And at this time, and right now, we have about 42 or more associations who have had the opportunity to join the movement. And we are very proud of this achievement.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really good achievement because I was at one of the convention. I think it was 2024 in Dallas, and then it was a great atmosphere. It was a great, convention. I had an opportunity to meet a lot of people, to make a lot of connection. So definitely that, one of the reason why it was created to bring all the Bamileke, all those associations together is very powerful. Do you want to add something, Mr. Takor?
Yes, and I would say, as Dr. Sorelle rightly said, Dr. Njongwe initiated this movement. We call it movement in 2018. And how did he start it? What he tried to do was contact those who know some people somewhere, to contact those who belong to some associations from the Bamileke origin somewhere as leaders, to bring them together so that we reason as one people and do things as Bamilekes have been doing at home. Because somewhere, somehow, when people stay away from their region or their places, they tend to forget a lot of activities, culture, construction, all. So we thought that in as much as people are so busy here making life and so on, when he got to us, we should once in a while bring back people together so that we apply the home system of growing as one people, going back to grow the place where we all came from, in as much as we are developing ourselves all over the world. So he did not only reach to associations within America, he crossed over to Canada and made sure he gets to as many associations as possible. And by that doing, he really pushed so well, so much so that by 2019, the first convention held. Unfortunately, COVID came in, and then we pushed on, but kept the fire burning with offline connection, discussion, and communication. And once COVID was over, that is when the real steam started burning. The diesel engine was really hot.
Yeah.
And the growth is kind of a geometric progression. We shall explain this in due course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much for that little bit of history, Mr. Takor, about ABC. I think we all have to thank Dr. Eric Njongwe for this movement, for this initiative, because it's really bringing all of us as a Bamileke or as a member of any association together to kind of lift the power we have if we do things together. So you guys are both member of the board, and Mr. Takor, you are a ABC National Treasurer. Can you talk a bit more about like your day-to-day? What do you do as a treasurer? What's your role?
Yes. Before becoming the treasurer of ABC North America, excuse me, I've been the secretary
Okay.
BNAM Arizona, the treasurer of BNAM Arizona, and the president of BNAM Arizona. And Aaron was like an advisor in this local chapter in Arizona. That's how I got contacted by Dr. Eric when he started calling the various presidents of association.
Okay.
And from there, to become treasurer, we started this movement, the first convention in Atlanta. We got stopped by COVID, but kept doing work online. And when it came on, we had not had what we call bylaws now, or the So it was being run by what we call an advisory committee, through which every convention was managed, until when the advisory committee succeeded in creating a constitutional committee, which took about 1 year to reflect and build a document which ABC operates on today.
Okay.
Yes. So it is during that
process.
Yes. When they did the constitution, so they deem it necessary to get as many members as possible who started and know so well what is required of the organization and where the organization wants to be in future.
Exactly.
Yes, we are people, we come, we have to expire, but Bamileke has never expired. It is before us, It is with us, and it shall continue without us. So it's a growing and a constant growing movement. And that's why it took all this time for a real constitution to be made. We may not be very perfect because the world is a dynamic place, but this team did their best to give us the best of the document, which was now verified by all the delegates of the various associations. We call them General Assembly, and voted it into action. It was during this process where those associations that had worked deeply, it was a big number that was kind of pre-selected. From there, they were vetted to make sure the associations had met the requirements of the advisory committee then. When you verify that you had met those conditions, now you're put in a pool where you're being drawn to contest for this post of board member, which were 9 positions. And it was during these draws that my name came up as treasurer, and I duly accepted and campaigned for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome to see that how you came from, your local chapter, from secretary, treasurer, president, and now treasurer of ABC. This is a really inspiring story of how you can dedicate both your time to make sure that us as a community we move forward. What about you, Dr. Sorelle? You're a chief protocol officer of the ABC. Like, what's your day-to-day look like? Inside of the organization.
Yeah, so my main functions as the protocol director is to ensure that the bylaw is respected first. That is the top priority, right? Because as Mr. Emmanuel did mention, it costs a lot of time to come up with that bylaw. And we know how us human beings are behaving, right? So we tend from time to time to disregard the bylaw because we want to follow what we think is best for us. So my role is to make sure that the bylaw is respected by everyone. A secondary role is to ensure that to monitor organizations' participations, because one thing that I must mention here is that we have an advisory forum, which is an executive forum where there are representatives of 2 members of each association affiliated to ABC. And we have our monthly meetings. So my role is to monitor attendance. Another role is to monitor attendance to ensure that these associations are really attending these meetings, right? And another role I might focus on is to resolve disputes. Everywhere where there are human beings, there can be disputes between either associations or between individuals. So my role is to ensure that when this happens, I make sure that any issue is resolved. So I play as the person organizing a meeting of both sides, listen to them, and make sure that every party is give the opportunity for every party to express itself and come together with a consensus, right? Because at the end of the day, we want every association in ABC to be comfortable belonging to this family, right? So that whenever there is conflict, we will make everything for the conflict to be resolved.
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for your service, guys. Thank you very much for your time, everything that you put into the organization for the organization to move forward. And Mr. Takor said something very well later that you guys are putting the foundation of the organization so that tomorrow, even if you guys not there, the organization still exists, still move forward, and still progress to the mission. And which is why also why I wanted to have you guys on the podcast, because it's also my part to create the awareness, to spread the the name of the ABC out there so that people can know that we have this massive movement that exists since 2019, and then everybody should be part of, to be strong together. So if you have one thing that people can take away about what's ABC, what that would be, it's like, if you want like any new, person who's listening about ABC, if it's the one thing that you want them to remember, what would that be? Is it just just an organization to bring people together, to bring Bamileke together? I don't know if you have one thing that you want someone to return from this conversation about ABC, what would that be? You want to start, Mr. Emma?
Oh, yes. Okay. First and foremost, you asked me about my duties as treasurer. I didn't even tell you. I just told you I gave you my profile. But as treasurer of ABC, I played a crucial role of managing the organization finances effectively. I make sure I promote financial stability within the ABC in North America. And I support the whole of ABC organization overall success and sustainability. I do have so many key responsibilities, which include financial management, which I oversee all the financial affairs of ABC North America, and also maintaining accurate, up-to-date financial record while reporting them at least quarterly to the board of directors and the General Assembly. But I do it nearly every month because we'll be having meetings nearly every week. Now it's every week till convention. We have been having meetings bi-monthly since creation. So,
Okay.
to go back to your question of what is ABC all about? What do I tell somebody to come to ABC? Convention is not all about ABC. ABC, the main idea is not convention. There is much at stake. If you go to the preamble of ABC, it is to bring our sons and daughters together and build the culture as a team. By so doing, this medium of creating an annual camp together provides a platform where we can work as one people and build it successfully. You see, dispersed, we may not be able to support. When we join together, we will support each other and we'll move on just like the system has been back home. So what we're trying to do is encourage people to come with their various associations. ABC is not recruiting individuals, it's recruiting associations to come together and reflect as one, and then go back home and build not only home, both home and in their various areas where they reside, not only in the United States, not only in Canada, wherever you find yourself in the world. The movement started in the United States, but it is all over the world now. You can just imagine.
Okay.
When you shall one day hear ABC Europe, ABC Africa, and we are looking forward to see the day we shall say homecoming ABC. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but there shall be homecoming one day where all the Bamilekes around the world will choose a day to go back to Cameroon and celebrate and elevate this culture and showcase it to the rest of the world and use it to build those who go and forget themselves and where they come from.
Okay.
It is for this reason that you see the board is actually struggling to make sure the message goes out there to various people. ABC is a very welcoming association. Just bring your organization, be legally incorporated in your area where you stay, abide by the laws, and just do your registration. You are a member of the organization, represented by your 2 delegates. That's it.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Takor. What about you, Dr. Sorelle? If you want someone to, one thing that someone to take away about ABC, from this convention? What would that be?
So that year will be celebrating our culture. That is what ABC is all about. Celebrating our culture, bringing together Bamileke people around the United States, around Canada, because we are ABC North America. Bringing together Bamileke around these various regions and even from other sides of the world, because at ABC, people come from Europe and even Africa. So if somebody have what I could say, people should keep in mind, the only thing will really be celebrating our culture. How would that be? Through our Bamileke attire. ABC is an annual gathering where Bamileke show up with their attire, their dop in any form to celebrate their culture, right? I don't know
Yeah.
if you mentioned
Yeah.
that you have been attending ABC since I think it's the Dallas Convention. I don't know if you have attended the cultural night. See how beautiful it is, us celebrating our culture.
Exactly. It was so beautiful.
Our
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
traditional dances and our Bamileke attire. So if there is one takeaway, that is that. Celebrating
Exactly.
our culture. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, totally agree with what you just said.
Together with our brothers and sisters coming from everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, and yes, this is a really good transition because a lot of brother and sister are going to come from everywhere, like you, Mr. Takor just said. And now I think I want to know how you guys preparing to come to the convention, how people in your local chapter in Minnesota are preparing to come to the convention, or how's the momentum over there to come to Chicago in 2026?
Okay, I think you did mention Minnesota, so I guess I should start, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Minnesota is preparing very, very well to come to the convention. As today,
Okay.
we have purchased our 3 first tables, and we are working on purchasing more, because I used to tell the people in Minnesota that, hey, Chicago is about 6 to 7 hours from Minnesota. So this is the opportunity for you guys to just drive to go to the convention. You don't need to
Exactly.
pay flight tickets, and so you can drive to go to the convention, and that's it, right? So I'm
Exactly.
motivating people a lot to attend this convention, specifically because I realized that Minnesota have not been very, very active during other previous conventions. Yes, we had like 2 tables, but I really want people to be more engaged this year, and I really hope to have like 6 or 7 tables. Well, that is
Yeah,
our
why not 10? I was gonna say
that
you
is
should
that
push.
is
You should.
that is our
Yeah,
goal, and we are really working hard about it. But the motivation
yeah.
is there, and I think that is what really matters.
Is there like I mean so far I think you have made a good progress based on previous conversation with the number of people already because it's close like you said. But is there any like things that people who already confirm the attendance are really looking forward to Chicago? Are they really excited to visit the city? Are really excited about the bus tour, the boat tour? What strategy are you using to convince people to come to Chicago? Dr. Sorelle, I want to stay with you.
Yeah, so the strategy I'm using to convince people to come to Chicago, first of all, is Chicago itself. The state is a beautiful state, and I
Yeah.
know many people have not yet visited Chicago, I including, right? I have not been to Chicago yet, so that would be a great opportunity for me and for many others of my Bamileke brothers and sisters here in Minnesota to visit Chicago. And secondly, I've been telling people that Chicago has the best team ever, right? And that is true.
Wow.
I am not exaggerating, because I am seeing how you guys are working to make this convention great. So the message I'm passing out there is that Chicago is working very hard to make this convention the most beautiful one. And that is really motivating for people also to hear, right? So,
exactly.
So at the end of the day, I'm very convinced that people will have people coming. They have a lot of demands also, They want to be fed well. They want to be they want to be well received. They want their treatment to be better than past conventions. So those are the kind of type of expectation the people I'm bringing are having. And I promise that is better. You're going to be the best. So all you guys have to do now is ensure that what I promised is going to happen. But again, I'm very, very confident that everything is going to be okay this year, because again, as I said, you guys have the best team. I'm very honest with you. You guys have the best team. You guys are very organized, and you guys are in numbers, and that is really important, right? To have many people engaged to prepare this type of convention with that dimension, it's important. And I strongly believe people will be very satisfied this year.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Dr. So we're trying to do our best to, to make sure that we have the best ABC convention ever. The whole Chicago team is working around the clock to make sure that all the detail, everything that's on point, to make sure you guys coming to convention have the best experience ever at ABC. So yeah, Mr. Takor, I know Arizona is very far away from Chicago. How is the momentum in Arizona for ABC Chicago 2026?
Thank you for that question. When it comes to Arizona, do not use distance as any excuse. Arizona was there from creation till date, and it grows every day that God created. Arizona was one of the first associations to secure their table, the first table, the honorary one.
Wow.
Arizona is so diversified and has a very young, dynamic leadership, as I talk to you.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So the president had worked a lot to make sure members respond to this cultural aspect, because ABC, in as much as people go together to enjoy, dance, drink, and so on, which we already know as a board member, we've vetted Chicago and have seen what they have done. They are using professionals, the top of the top niche, to prepare this convention. Arizona had been working with kings. Chiefs have visited us here in Arizona, children programs and all the like. But you see, we are just at a small level, one small association. So we get to see these things at a micro situation. But now, to get this momentum moving, Arizona always gets people to go. And since they are already so used to, we have a neighboring state here called Nevada. I don't think they have an association. Sometimes they join Arizona. We recruit them and have them join us to move over to conventions. So if convention going, Arizona does not leave any stone unturned for people to go. Just not only attend convention, eat, drink, and come back, but get what the convention is tended to do. It starts with business expo, a cultural night where you are exposed to the kings right on the spot, and a little bit of cultural display that is gradually dissipated into children, the leaders of tomorrow, and the culture is guaranteed.
Exactly.
Yes, and for that, we are more than ready from Arizona for Chicago. And at this moment, I'm taking this opportunity to call anybody, because ABC, when it comes to dining and drinking, even if you are not a Bamileke, we want to see culture. We want to grow and show people our culture. We want to show the world who we are, how we work, how we do things. Come and see it. The only way to do it, enjoy it, is just come and get 3 days of festivities non-stop. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dancing for 3 days.
Yeah, definitely, Mr. Takor. Yeah, I know Arizona always been in the convention. I have a lot of friends in Arizona, so I hope they will come to the convention. So now let's shift and to the convention itself. So what people should expect when they come to the convention? Let's say like someone who's watching now, know what's ABC, thinking, oh, this is interesting. I really want to be part of this. I really want to go. What should they expect? What's the schedule of the convention? What, is on what activities are usually in the convention general. So what people should expect if they decide to come to the convention for the first time at ABC. Mr. Takor, can you go first?
Okay. First and foremost, I would say this convention is usually 4 days, but the very first day, which is a Thursday, is exclusively on invitation. Exclusive. This will be the leaders of the associations and kings and top business sponsors coming together to talk deep matters of association. Now, general members, we welcome people of all walks of life because it is the one moment where you will get anything that you had left your region, your country, or your place to come see. Be it work, be it pleasure, be it food, be it dance, whatsoever. We all have them on one spot, one-stop shopping for everybody. Nobody's left out. For instance, if you're a business person, you shall meet all kinds of businesses and get opportunity to connect with other businesses and grow your business faster and better. When you physically meet a business person, it's more than 10 times worth putting some messages on the internet. So you have such to come to Chicago. If you want to enjoy, there are so many leisures planned. Besides dancing, eating, and drinking, we have boat rides. We have we have bus stops.
Yeah.
And other places to visit. They are all in place for every person. It's all about who wants what choice. So you cannot sit and make it back home here. Come to ABC convention and discover it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Dr. Sorelle, you want to add something to that?
Yeah.
What people should expect if they come to the convention?
Yes. So basically, according to our bylaw and what has been happening for the past conventions, we have two types of activity, right? We have the standard activities that must happen during every convention, and that is that are in our bylaw. There are 4 of them. The first one is the cultural night, which is held every Friday, the first official day of the convention. So on Friday evening we have the cultural night. On Saturday morning we have the symposium. On Saturday evening we have the gala night, and on Sunday we have the barbecue. So those are the standard activities of our convention. Adding to these activities, every host have the ability to add other activities. The number one is usually held the first day unofficially, which is the Thursday before the convention, the official date of the convention, which is called the leadership dinner. As Emmanuel said, that event is not open to everyone. It is open to ABC executives specifically, right?
Okay.
We also have other additional activities like the bus tour. Usually it happens on Sunday morning. We have the boat ride, which usually happens on Friday in the morning. And I think for this year, the host have added another activity on Friday, which is the Expo, Business Expo.
Business Expo, yeah.
Yeah, so these are additional activities that really depend on the host, which means a host can decide to have them or not.
Yeah.
Basically, we have 4 main activities for the convention, which are those already mentioned: the cultural night, symposium, gala night, and barbecue.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, those are the standard activities that at every convention, it must happen. Now, depending on the host, other activity can be added. So in Chicago, this year we have the Business Expo on Friday morning, where people can go and have this, networking with some business leaders, some local business, and have a business to business relationship, or business to business transaction, or business to customer transaction. And also, I think we also have a bus tour and also the boat tour that's going to be on the schedule for people to experience the city of Chicago. Because the boat tour, you have that opportunity to go over like the city, and then it's a really good experience if you want to really know about the history of Chicago, because while the boat tour is happening, there's a lecture about the history of Chicago, the architecture, all those type of things. Even the bus tour experience as well, which is kind of like actually that people should be excited to come to Chicago. So so like, I guess at the cultural night, that's where people meet all the king that are going to be at the convention. That's where all the dances, everything that's cultural is happening, Dr. Sorelle, right? The cultural night on Friday night.
Yes. During the cultural evening, most importantly, people are dressed with their Bamileke traditional attire, right? Then
Yeah.
they will have the opportunity to meet with the kings, the invited kings, for according to the host, because every year we have like various kings who have been attending, depending on who the host wants to invite. So on the cultural night,
Yeah.
they will dress with their Bamileke attire, and they will dance traditional Bamileke songs. So what usually happens is that a time frame is given for every association to display a traditional dance, right? And and we might also have a few traditional dance with our balafon and so on, depending on the host.
Yeah, exactly. And then also another really good activities on Saturday morning, which is the symposiums, which is where like we have some speakers, we have some really good networking events and happening at that specific activities. Mr. Takor, I think you want to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Can you repeat the question?
The symposium happening on Saturday morning.
Yes.
That's where we have some speakers and then some networking, event happening at that activities, right?
Yes. That is where, if you heard me talk of coming to the convention, besides merrymaking, is business oriented. It is at this symposium that real matters, a true ABC, is discussed.
Yeah.
It is during the symposium that important issues are told. For instance, the election is at the symposium, and that is the crux of the symposium. At the end of the symposium, we now know who next is hosting
The convention.
the convention, which will be announced that same evening in the gala. And the second, it is in the symposium that we have real key speakers that come in to educate us on all the aspects as arranged by the host by that convention. The topics vary depending on the people, the year, the state. And again, at symposium, we call it symposium, there's still lots of eating, drinking, and relaxing. You don't only come to sit and listen, you are still entertained food-wise, drink-wise, as we are being trained and connected with the growth of mankind, attendees and families.
Exactly. Yeah, and that symposium is a very important event, especially for me. I've been to the convention just one time in 2024 when I was introduced to ABC. And at that symposium, I met really great people. I met business people that I do business today with. So for me, it was the best part of the convention when I went in 2024, because I listened to really good speakers who was there. I met great people that we do business together, same business together, and then we still do business today. So, which is one of the really most important part of the convention, that, is a cultural event. It's also a networking event where you can meet people that you guys can, navigate the system together. You guys can do business together. You guys can support each other. So, Dr. Sorelle, what's your best part of the convention? Like for you, what's the best part of a convention, and what activities like everyone should not miss if they if they can? So what for you the best part of the convention?
Yeah. So before you ask me that question, I wanted to say that I want to add something about the symposium.
Okay.
Because actually the symposium for me, is the heart of the convention. Because you see, we can celebrate our culture every day, even locally, right? We have parties
Yeah.
and so on, where we dance our traditional dances, where we have gala nights every time, especially summer is coming, right? I don't know about you
Yeah.
guys, but in Minnesota, summer is like parties almost every weekend. So we can dance,
Exactly.
we can meet with people, but we never have the opportunity to have a symposium.
Yeah.
A symposium for me is the best part, and that is why I usually call it the intellectual part of the convention, because the other activities are mostly celebrating, but where we come to learn, to acquire knowledge about everything, about our day-to-day lives, about how to grow in business, about how to grow culturally, about how to grow even financially, it happens during the convention. So I would definitely encourage people to never skip that part, because I kind of realized that the symposium, unfortunately, is the part of the convention who is less crowded, because
less people
tend to prioritize the dancing part, which are
fun
the
activities.
cultural night, the gala night, and the barbecue, and then neglect to assist the most important part, which is the intellectual part in the symposium. So I'm really encouraging people this year to come in numbers to attend the symposium, because we're going to have great speakers, right? We are preparing to have great speakers, and again, I'm pretty sure that this year we're gonna leave the convention filled with a lot of new knowledge learned during that convention, during that symposium.
Exactly. Exactly. Even when I was in Dallas, there was less people at the symposium than at the cultural night, at the gala, or the barbecue.
Yeah,
And then
people during
I just want
the symposium, they never come in time. There's always delay because people that they don't put that much emphasis on the symposium. So we should really encourage. Anyway, I'm encouraging people this year to really attend the symposium in numbers. Really, it matters.
exactly.
Matters a lot.
Definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. What about you, Mr. Takor?
Yes.
Well, for you, what's the best part of convention, according to you?
I said the symposium as said by Dr. Sorelle. In short, that is the heartbeat of the All Bamileke Convention moment. That's where people who don't attend really miss a lot. Imagine at every convention, there's always a project to be realized by that host. And it is during that convention that the previous host can and display, analyze, and showcase what they did when they hosted. For instance, since Atlanta, they did balls. They got videos, they got pictures too. They bring it. We may show them during cultural night, project them, but in the symposium, they are well analyzed, explained to the attendees. Denver, same thing. Denver, they did projects of social awareness for youth. We know where we are. We know what happens to children that meet new environment, especially that which they don't grow in. Even back home, trends are changing. Denver invested in this aspect and did a lot towards that direction. California, they came with what? They went for hospitals. They gave sanitary equipment, operation beds. We know what one costs. They repaired roofs of fallen school buildings.
Wow.
Yes. And they constructed toilets for these public institutions.
Wow.
Texas did boreholes, not one, not two. Not in one division, but across various divisions and subdivisions. And it is during this period that all these things are planned out so that when a host takes, we don't concentrate projects in one locality. It is spread all over the region in a very, very, very methodological and well-studied manner, because this is always thrown to the General Assembly to approve projects, which are now done, and the report is given to the people at a convention. So this year, we shall be waiting for New Jersey.
Yeah.
See what they did.
Exactly.
But meanwhile, I would like to understand that per the Constitution, they have a follow-up team that works with previous hosts to push and verify what they are doing with the funds that were generated from hosting a convention. So that is just one of the little of many things that are done for the community. This coming together is just one of so many, besides growing businesses, growing individuals, treating people. For instance, I hear you, Chicago, are going to bring a medical team. They will be stationed all over the place. They will screen people free of charge. If you have an accident, there is no 911 to be rushing you from by helicopter. You're on the spot. You are taken care of for minor or semi-minor situations. Food, any injury whatsoever, any menace. So it is at the symposium that most of this information is really drilled into attendees. And this is where the awareness is built and spread. Because when people go to the other occasions, it is all about drinking, jumping, making noise and excitement. They don't put in this information. So symposium is the crux of the business.
Wow. Thank you very much,
If I may
Mr.
add something.
Takor. Yeah,
If I may add something.
yeah, Dr. Sorry,
Again,
yeah, go ahead.
Convention, the symposium, as Mr. Emmanuel said, during the convention, the prior host, right, will come and present what they did. Because one thing I need to emphasize on is that when we pay for seats during the convention, right, we pay for a table. Part of that money is allocated to help the host to realize projects in Cameroon. So they have the obligation during the convention, during the symposium, to come and present what they did, right? And it will be the opportunity for the next host to present what they intend to do.
Exactly.
Yes. And something I would like to emphasize on concerning the symposium is that I really encourage people this year to publicize the symposium, because many people think that ABC is just about dancing with artists, eating and drinking, which is totally false. Because that is the image they are giving out there. That is the image they are giving in Facebook, TikTok, and so on. They are filming themselves with artists dancing, but they never take the time to take videos of what is happening during the symposium and send it out there. And people, I
Exactly.
kind of tend to have like a misunderstanding or misconception of what ABC is all about, because they will say, yes, a part of eating and drinking, what else can you people do? So is ABC just about eating, drinking, and dancing? No, ABC is not just about eating, dancing with musicians and so on. So ABC is about building our community, helping our brothers and sisters who are left back home, build our own integrity, build our own intellectual, help people to create their own business, connect people with people who have been doing specific businesses, and encourage them to build jazz if they're interested. And all that happened during the symposium. So my call this year is to call on those people who want to sell the image of ABC, not just to sell the dancing part, but also sell the intellectual business part of ABC.
Yes.
Do you want to say something, Mr. Takor?
Yes. And just to add to that, for instance, during last convention, ABC was given land, 5 hectares. And it was said at the symposium, we've never heard it or seen it said anywhere, what Dr. Sorelle is just saying. And then again, besides that, ABC do have sponsors like the CCA Bank. They put in money to promote all these projects we are doing. So it's not only about going home to do all the boreholes and the hospitals and the like. It is also about building the community in the diaspora, wherever you find yourself. For instance, the board is trying to do everything to make sure the land title for the land that was given to ABC is available to be presented at the next convention at the symposium. That is where it's going to be presented and detailed out. Besides that, that is where all collaborations and contracts or sponsors are signed. That's where you showcase people how to collaborate and build relationship and do business to business and grow.
Exactly.
It is the symposium, not the gala night, not the cultural night. So we need people to come into the symposium. Again, we need people to come to the symposium and sell what ABC does out there.
Exactly.
Let's not miss it out and misrepresent the situation.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we should. I mean, that's one of the goal of the Chicago team, to really spread the awareness out there so people can understand that the cultural event of ABC in Chicago 2026 and move forward is not just about eating, dancing, and having fun. It's also about creating these memories, creating this business environment, creating this networking environment where a lot of stuff are happening at each activities, especially the symposium. So I think, like I said, yeah, that's you just make a good call, Dr. Sorelle, about the fact that, people are seeing online ABC maybe just about eating, dancing, taking picture, having fun. But, we should also, spread the word out there that, it's not just about that. It's about all the stuff happening at these activities that we should also, put online so people can see. It's not just about having fun, drink, and party and eating, but a lot of connection has been happening. A lot of business have been closing between people. And then it's very important to come to the convention and make sure that we go to the symposium to listen the impact of the ABC, previous years, because like Mr. Takor and you just were saying, is that the symposium that we present, the previous host present what they did, as a social action impact back home to our brother and sister, and also the opportunity for the current host to explain what they're gonna do, with like the everything or like all the fund they're gonna raise or stuff like that. So I think yes, a lot of stuff are happening at the symposium that making that activities a very, very important activity that everybody should be attending at the convention. Okay. You want to say something, Mr. Takor?
Yes. Again, let me inform people here today that ABC is a 501c registered association with a base in the state of Texas.
Okay.
We have a physical address and we have a concierge number which can be called at any time. So ABC does big projects. You can donate anything you feel like to ABC for the mega projects to promote the building of this organization for the future.
Okay.
This board that you have in place will be out within the next 1-2 years maximum. The next board will come and 2-3 years they are out. But ABC has to continue and we need this growth around the world. With the land that we've had in Texas, when we shall have the title, what will be done on the land will be determined by the various member associations. So this is the moment of brainstorming, the moment of belonging, the moment of reflection.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Takor, for that powerful work. You want to say something, Dr. Sorelle?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, yes, I think, I wanted to, close this conversation with the impact of the ABC in the future. Where do you guys see ABC in the next 5 to 10 years? And then, so we can close with this conversation. Or what do you guys see ABC for the next 5 to 10 years? You want to start, Dr. Sorelle?
Yeah, so that is a very important question. Where we see ABC in the next 5 years, personally, the vision I have is I see ABC with many more associations, right?
Okay.
That is the first hope because now, as I mentioned before, we have about 42 associations, but they do not represent all the states within the United States. And between these associations, we have general associations and village associations. So in the next 5 years, my hope is to have every state within this country, not just in the United States, but also in Canada, has its association represented at ABC. That would be a huge achievement. Just imagine that all the states in America, all the states in Canada are registered, associations are registered to ABC. And we are also extending ABC to other countries in North America, especially Mexico, right? So the vision we have is to have all the associations, all the Bamileke associations of North America be member of ABC. That is the first thing. And in 5 years, the vision of ABC will be to help our Bamileke community in Cameroon, not just through our host associations, but also through the deeds of the board of director, because our bylaw gives the opportunity or give also priority to the board of director to have their own realization in Cameroon, right? ABC should be able to help our Bamileke communities much more than what they are doing right now. And that will go through donations, as Mr. Emmanuel did mention. We're not going to be able to achieve that by ourselves or by ABC funds, but we are really counting on sponsors of every type. No matter how much people can give, it is never small, it's going to be helpful. So we really intend to extend our capability of developing our Bamileke villages. And that is our greatest hope. We also want to see in the next 5 years our ABC with a much more committed youth, Bamileke youth, will be able to come together as children of the same ancestors, right? And
Yeah.
build or continue building what is continue building what your parents started. Because at
Yeah.
the end of the
Exactly.
day, we should be able to transmit all our values, Bamileke values, to our kids and enable them to continue what we started, right? So in the next
Exactly.
5 years, I really want to see an ABC youth community strong who have grown and become bigger.
Okay. That's very, very important, especially for the youth when it comes to ABC. Thank you very much, Dr. Sorelle. Do you want to add anything, Mr. Takor?
Oh, yes. Yes. I think Dr. Sorelle said almost all. But to add to it, you said 5 to 10 years. As I
Yeah.
said to you, as she rightly mentioned, the board has this prerogative and ability to suggest mega projects. We already have a big land here and also have projects to be realized back home. Within the next 5 to 10 years, my wish is, what has ABC done to suggest one of these things and put the land they have into use? This is the moment where the youths we are bringing up now, growing and having them form youth wings. They are the strongest, they will be the strongest workforce at that point in time. That's when they can come together and add that force for this thing to kick off. Gradually, we shall realize back home and in any place ABC people find themselves and come together as one people, one destiny. I say this as a builder. I am a civil engineer. I am a member of the National Order for Civil Engineering in Cameroon, up to date. I keep that warming. And the Bamileke have a lot of experts in all domains. With this opportunity of this land, they can bring all their might together and start a project to show case what it can do better the rest of the people who come after us.
Definitely. Definitely, Mr. Takor. Yeah, I think that's very important. I really like the vision you guys just laid out for the organization over the next 5 to 10 years. I think they're really, really important. And then as you guys can see, we all agree that the youth, are going to be very important to the organization. And I think that's why the Chicago is introducing the next gen, to the convention where the youth can, come together and then build something starting from the Chicago Convention, because the youth are the future. And then really, I think as an organization, we really need the youth to make sure that this legacy lasts forever, for many, many, many years to come. Wow, this was very good. This was very inspiring. This was very informative. I really hope that this really get out there and then really, enlighten people about what's ABC, really motivate and inspire people to come to the convention, to go to the symposium, to make those connections, to create, business relationship with a lot of people, and then really, go from go back home with positive, mindset that they had at the convention. I think we had a really, really good conversation. I really want to thank you, Dr. Sorelle and Mr. Takor, for your time, for everything that you guys just share. And then I'm gonna put all the information when it's come to the convention, like where people can go to get some tickets. I didn't want to get into that because they can find those information on the website. I wanted to talk about the root of the history of ABC, what people should expect, and then the vision, the impact that ABC has on culture back home, stuff like that. So I'm going to put the all the information regarding the convention, to the screen at this time, so people can go to the website look at the ticket. If they want to contact the host, the Chicago team, we're gonna put some numbers over there for them to check out, and then go from there. Any final words you want to say before we wrap up, Dr. Sorelle? You can go first.
Yes, I would like to thank you so much for giving me and Mr. Emmanuel the opportunity to come and elaborate a little bit more on what ABC is, give the expectations of what people should be awaiting for the next convention, and most importantly, to give the details of what activities people can find during the convention. So I'm encouraging everyone to attend the Chicago Convention. As I mentioned before, this convention has everything to be the best. They have a very dynamic team who have been working very hard, and they are putting all the pieces together to make sure that we have the best experience from September 2 to September 4. So I really encourage everyone, no matter the state where you are from, you can register to attend the convention. All the information are on the website. We have our ABC website. You don't need to be member of a Bamileke Association to come to the convention. You can register independently through our website, pay your $200 or any package you feel comfortable paying for, and attend the convention. We are really forecasting to have like 4,000 people this year, and we hope everybody is not going to withdraw, or anybody is not going to doubt the quality of the convention this year. And we are really promising to have all your expectations to be fulfilled. So come, don't stay back. Come, as previous years, publicize to the symposium, don't just publicize the other events. Please put a focus this year on the symposium and really show the world what ABC is all about. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sorelle. Mr. Takor, any final word?
My final word will be, do not miss this convention. This is the very first convention that is being presided over by the board of directors since inception of the bylaws, since creation of ABC. And the level of preparedness is top notch. That is where every complaint you had previously had for any of the past conventions had been well studied and taken care of. And all the corrections will be addressed in Chicago. If you feel like you're overwhelmed by the website, please don't hesitate to contact any board member or your local chapter president. We shall help you get your seat. And mark you, the seat are also going at a very fast rate. Dr. Sorelle is talking of 4,000 places. Today we're over 1,000 taken already. The question is in September. And they are going, and they bought hotels room more than the tickets. One of the hotels is filled up, 800 beds gone. So, luckily, Chicago had planned and prepared so well those things which we have been seeing. They have had more than 8 hotels, if I don't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Reserved for this purpose. So, and all the hotels are just within a mile, 2 miles maximum from the site of action. So no matter where you lodge, you're sure to have a very short commute to the convention. So come one, come all, and enjoy Labor Day weekend in the United States.
What a powerful statement to end this conversation. Thank you very much, Dr. Sorelle and Mr. Takor, for your time again. And then thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We really, really hope to see you all in Chicago in September 2026 for ABC Convention. Chicago is ready. We're just waiting for you. Go to the website to find all the information about the ticket, the packages. Like Dr. Sorelle said, you don't need to be a member of an organization to come to the convention. You can go there and register independent to come to the convention. All the information are going to be there. If you have any issue, you can call any Chicago member to have information. We will put all the information on the screen and also on the description of this video for you guys to check out. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Chicago is ready, waiting for you. Thank you guys, and have a good night.
Thank you, and see you all in Chicago. See you all in Chicago. Bye for now.
Okay, thank you guys, and bye. Thank you.